In the meantime, we went to my father-in-law's house today, and we did go through some stuff, and I did not find the book. We did not find the book. We did not find the gold $5 piece. But we did find some more foreign coins. These are all from Denmark except two. And I think these here are from Sweden. Yeah, these are from Sweden. So 2 Swedish coins, and all these here are from Denmark. And we got 50 sen, which I looked up, and it's half a yen. So these were issued in the like 1944, 45, in that range. And I'm assuming he got these from when he was in the service. I don't know where he got the coins here, but you know, my father-in-law was in World War II, and some of this is where we're getting a lot of this stuff. And many of you may not know, but I like knives. I do have a little small knife collection. But he had this one, and it's probably just one you order. You know, it's not anything really fancy or expensive, but I liked it. And it is a buck knife. So I brought it home, and I'm going to look it up, and this is what I'm going to keep. So this is some stuff we did bring home, and it's actually some pretty awesome stuff. Now this says, presented to Annie Webb from Maggie Kennedy, Bunker Hill, Illinois. And it has a date, but I can't really read that there. But at the bottom, it also says, in the spring of, and that right there, 1888. So it's not in great shape. It's just, it was like, actually looks like it was made, a handmade little intricate box. This is absolutely someone made this. So that's beautiful. We absolutely went through some pictures, and I don't know who the people are, but it's a postcard, and it's postmarked from 1908. And it's to T.B. Webb, which was, it's, I guess that's Annie Webb's husband, Thomas, I think. And these are ancestors of my husband. So here's another postcard, and these were when you could get pictures on the postcards. And it just has a little bit of writing about who's in there, and you know, a little bit about that, but that does not have a date on it. Here's another one of someone. It just says John Henley, Mom's brother, an old postcard. Okay, bear with me here. Here's another photo postcard, and this one says it's from December 28th, 1912, and it's also to Miss Annie Webb, and the postmark, if I can get this to focus, Des Moines, Iowa, December 28th, I think it says 28th, 1912. So now we run across a couple letters, and this is Miss Annie Webb and her address, and there is the embossed stamp envelope, and it does have a letter inside of it. It's kind of hard to read, but it does have a letter. And then this one also to, this is to Mrs. Thomas Webb, which is Annie Webb, but this one's to Paola, Kansas. She must have lived somewhere else at the time. And it has a old stamp on it. And I believe this one actually has a date on it. And let me open. Okay, this one actually says Ashburn, Missouri, July 17th, 1857. And it's a letter that this lady wrote to one of her family members. You know, this is just such history, such history. That's all I can say. So then we went on to when my husband's dad was in the service. He was in Japan at one point. I don't know if this was supposed to be Hiroshima or Nagasaki after the bomb. And that's him in the picture. And unfortunately he didn't write on it. But we also got these. United States Defense Savings Bond, but these are stamps. Defense Stamp Album. And it has some stamps in it. And this says Government Printing Office, 1941. So we have that. That belonged to my husband's father. And here's just another old picture in a really old oval frame, and unfortunately the glass is broke. I don't know if I even want to try to take it out of that to see if there's a name on the back. I don't know. Might just be best to leave it. Okay, we did have something else that's really, really awesome. If I can get it unrolled here and try to get it on camera. Okay, bear with me here. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. This is a watercolor drawing of a house. And it's neat in and of itself. You can tell it's fairly old. Oh, Lord. I hope the guy signed it somewhere. I didn't even look for that, but well, I'm going to turn it over and show you what it says on the back. Okay, it says this house, I can't pronounce that name, Bond something, Paderborn, Germany, was built by Friedrich Heidemann, artist, in the year about 1850. It is the birthplace of his son, Rudolf Heidemann, living in St. Louis, Missouri, USA. The house was destroyed by a bomb on the 27th of March, 1945. The second picture is a drawing of a photo of the house door of this same house. The door was made of dark oak and carved by the father, Friedrich Heidemann. Well, we don't have that second drawing. I don't know what happened to it. But I tried to look up this guy, Friedrich Heidemann. I'm not coming up with just that name for Germany. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try to look up this guy, his son, Rudolf Heidemann, living in St. Louis. Okay, now I'll be right back with you. So I was able to obtain online a birth certificate, or I'm sorry, a death certificate of Rudolf Heidemann. Okay, and that he lived in St. Louis, born in Paderborn, Germany, exactly where the house says he was. His father's name, Friedrich Heidemann. So this is the guy's son. Okay, then you come to this right here that says full name of hospital or institution. And it says Lutheran All-Time. Okay. So, keep that in mind. This guy was born in 1853. He died in 1953. So he was almost 100 years old when he died. See? 1953. Okay, I'll be right back. So we saw this photo and I said, oh, I want to take that home because it says something on the top of it and I can't read it. So I wanted to take it home and look at it under the magnifying glass. Well, I still couldn't really make it out, but I knew that the first word said Lutheran. So after I read this, Lutheran all-time on here as his place of death, and I looked at this, that says Lutheran all-time. That's the hospital that Rudolf Heidemann died in. So we have a picture of the house he was born in and a picture of the hospital he died in. And those women, I would say, one may be his wife, and one, I'm not sure, but my husband thinks that this one is his dad's mom. So somehow they were related. And I'm not sure exactly, I haven't tied it in yet, but it's all coming together pretty neatly here. To me, this is just totally blows me out of the water. You know, I've always tried to look at my own family history, and my husband never seemed interested in his. So here we find these things that go back to the 1800s in Germany. So I'll let you know when I find out more. This is Tracking Treasures signing out for today.